Ho ho ho, it's that special time of year again. No, not Christmas, dummy. It's time for the Major, a time where Valve gets to line their pockets with millions of dollars through impossible pick'em challenges, souvenir cases, and of course a metric shit ton of new stickers. But are they any good? Well, to find out, I better get on with it. Starting off strong, it's literally a cock. Well, a chode to be exact, maybe with a cheeky little penis piercing. In fact, I'm just going to start a cock counter now. Simple and boring. I must be confused, I thought 9 played for the Huns. Also, let's start a I turn my signature into a face counter. Boring again, and you guessed it, heart counter. Boring. Oh my god, I can't believe Frozen got Ice Cube's permission to include him in his signature. Boring again. Carrigan added 1 star for each kill he got in the Copenhagen Major final decider. Nice. Oh, that's sad. He turned rain into pain. We miss you. Devil Worship. Minus 10 point. Boring. 2 faces. Do I increment the counter by 1 or 2? I really like this one, but new counter for Crosshair in signature. Nipple. Put a nipple on the P. S tier for comedy. Boring. I think I can guess his favourite sandwich. Cool. Boring. I think you might be manifesting the wrong thing here, buddy. Boring. Holy shit. I can see why they dropped him. He clearly broke his hands. I don't read Asian. The guy in the crosshair isn't sad because he's fairly confident that Jambo will miss. Crisp and clean, just like Crims's smooth bald head. My brother in Christ, W's go this way. Is this a hint that he's a furry? Embodying his calling here with a boring ass signature? Is this Belchanok making a callback joke? Don't give your toddler a pen. Entanks. Boring. Now that's more like it. Titties. I don't think we need a titty counter. CS players much prefer cocks. Boring. Coincidentally, $1 is exactly what Nip paid for him. Chelks. I don't speak Spanish. This one is nice. July 10th. I can only assume that the Braille is a call for help, but ain't nobody got time to translate that. Self-awareness about dropping Dexter. Smooth and sexy, just like him. I love you. Boring. Another double counter offender. Boring. Among Us fan. Now, I'm not Chinese, but I'm pretty sure you don't spell Amelia like that. Tarek's female alter ego. Devil Worship. Minus 10 points. Don't give your toddler a crayon. Boring. This one would be great if his name was Jake, but it's not. It's Mason. Wait, shit, that makes him Mason Lake. We live in a simulation. Boring. Putting a W in the love heart? At least someone's confident in M80. The irony of this one is not wasted on me. I can only assume that GHZ stands for gays, horses and zebras. Also, penis? This one's cool. Why does everyone think X's look so cool? I should have had a random X counter. I still don't speak Asian. Boring. Ironically, exactly what the Red Canids management will be doing to this entire roster after the Major. Boring. I mean, sure. I guess that says Kawes. Boring. Time to demonstrate my English ignorance. Bartaku, Bartak, Batbold. Yeah, I'm sure that was perfect. Good job. See? I knew 9 played for the Huns. Scob. Boring. Bro called himself bro. Who ever thought cursive writing was a good idea? Clearly Mr. Nitno here did. A severe lack of blue hedgehog. Pretty cool. Man, I don't think there's any way you could make this name look cool. Hey, L1, that's the postcode I used to live in. I can only assume CNTN stands for cocks and nuns. Tons of nuns. For summer fancy or just summer jancy? Have it your way. I guess that says Tiger. It's a good job he crossed out the crown himself, because they definitely aren't getting one here. Just a couple of buddies hanging out. Boring. So good that I can forgive the stereotypical Orpa must have crosshair trope. Cleared as fuck. Boring. Nice. Nice of Imma to give a shout out to Richard Lewis and Thorin's old podcast. I also find it hard to remember how old I am sometimes. Also very clean. Boring. I like it. If only he could call as well as he could write a signature. Okay, this one clearly just says hi mates. It must be a shout out to his English and Aussie fans. Boy. Decent. Self-awareness about where he'll be after this event. Minus 10 points for Devil Worship. But gambling, plus 50 points. Pretty cool, but you can't just go changing your name like that. Alright. Eyes to make a face. Or titties with burger nips. You choose. Boring. What even is that meant to be? A dead duck? Honestly, who the fuck knows? Jam Cooney. A happy signature for a happy man. If it did ever rain Mercury, we would all be well and truly dead. Boring. Bruns Fawn 4. Good job. Very nice of him to leave me a kiss. One off the funny sex number. Or am I meant to add them together? In which case, funny sex number. Gikurtil. Boring. Okay, I'm sure I can do better on this one. Hikon Fiali Holzerk. Nailed it. Boring, but also clean. Same again. Boring, but I actually quite like it. This one's just boring. I think Belchanok left a footprint here by accident.
Kaique.
Silver Serato. That sounded very offensive. Nice, but I have no idea what it means. One of the cooler ones. Far too fancy for Counter-Strike. Surely that's not a crown, because we all know that Mezzy is the king. Boring. Ah, Messi is cool, but why the face? His heart is unbroken. It's crazy what a brand new Porsche can do for a man. Potential titty alert. Okay. This has to be contender for worst sticker this major. It looks like shit and is very close to having a bit too much in common with a certain hooded cult. Pretty, very nice, but you can't just change your capitalisation whenever you feel like it. I'll forgive the crosshair in this one, because if it was an O, it could look like a 0, and broadcasting how many majors you have is probably painful. Boring, but also I like it. Clean, 6 must be the amount of moves he thinks ahead in chess. Okay, this one looks easy. Ayush, Mazinho, Batbold. KA must be for killed in action, but they forgot the I don't know. That shit doesn't look like any T that I've ever seen. Boring. All I see here is Jim, PP Hut. I mean, each to their own. That doesn't look like any I I've ever seen. Boring. Zerionge. Chopper clearly stole Yimfat's PP hat and put it on his head. Pretty disgusting if you ask me. Boring, but to be fair, does he need to do anything more? Okay, this one might be a bit of a stretch, but we are severely lacking in dick signatures, so I'm counting it. Boring, ugly, that doesn't look like any E I've ever seen. Okay, it probably isn't quite as good the third time around, or the first time around for that matter. Bonus points for including a gun instead of a crosshair. Okay, you don't have to shout about it. Clean. A big beer is exactly what you'll need when you go out in stage 2. Coincidentally, $1 is exactly what... What do you mean I already made that joke? There's 160 of these, alright? Give me a break. I still don't speak Asian. I like it. And finally, also pretty good. Okay, so as I got to the end of this, I realised I'd missed a few, so let me just quickly go through them. Boring. Are you tired of me saying the word boring yet? Wait, what's that? There's one more. Oh, don't be silly, that's just my sponsor, Skinvault.gg. Skinvault lets you buy and trade almost any Counter-Strike skin instantly. All you have to do is enter your trade link, throw in some of your washed up skins, and find something new that you actually want. Plus, Skinvault will give you an extra $10 bonus on your first trade when you use code Bonathan. Already like your current loadout but want to expand your inventory? You can do that too, by topping up your wallet with the same code for a 35% deposit bonus. So what are you waiting for? Buy the dip, flex the drip, and support the channel at Skinvault.gg. So for the autographs, I'd say overall, way too many crosshairs and faces, not nearly enough cocks, but yet a surprising amount of tits. And because of that, I'd give the player autographs a solid B on my completely arbitrary scale that is founded in absolutely nothing. So now we can move on to the team stickers and general theme of the tournament. For this major, they've gone for a nice and colourful floral theme, which is a bit strange in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, I really like it, but the stench and toxicity of your average CS player would wilt these lovely flower arrangements in a second. Never mind the fact that, I don't know if you've noticed, but the CS community has a slight bit of a homophobia problem, so opting to make things colourful might lead to some interesting new reasons to call people slurs in the game. As for what the stickers actually are, as per usual you get your regular stickers that you can see here. For the papers, the floral arrangement follows the colours of the team logo. Personally, I really like the Fnatic one, because its orange floral arrangement reminds you of autumn, or fall if you're in Freedomland, which I think, similarly to Flowers in Autumn, mimics the slow, agonising death of a once great organisation. Once you move on to the hollows and the golds, the outside of the stickers become uniform, something that I'm not really a big fan of. Although it does look nice on the hollows, the gold, it really doesn't. It kinda just looks like a clump of gold when it doesn't have the colours. Finally though, we get a new sticker category. The embroidered sticker. Stickers that look like they have been, well you guessed it, embroidered. The new ones look really good, I must admit, and while the colour is uniform, it does get some bonus points reminding me of that awful winter jumper my nan knitted for me when I was a kid. So overall I'm going to give the theme and team stickers a solid A on that same arbitrary scale that we used before, which puts this major stickers at a solid B+ to A-. Definitely towards the better end of major sticker releases. And that's all for today. If you made it this far, I'm currently almost 10% of the way to a silver play button. So if you enjoyed, please consider subscribing to help me bring down my ETA. I know this video is very different to usual, but I just wanted to get something out before my next proper video sometime next week. Thanks for watching, and if you disagree with anything, let me know in the comments. See you in the next one.